Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 1256, where we have 40 moves to clear 36 jelly and reach 72,000 points. This is a special dedication to Eric because we don't want him slipping into a homicidal rage. Even though this is not marked as a hard level, it's certainly not easy, but I do have some strategies to help. So let's look at what we need to do. The jelly we need to clear is in these little quadrants here under this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layer thick frosting. And the most difficult, this insidious popcorn that you have to hit 3 times with a special, that's what really stops us. So we do have some things to help us. We've got these conveyor belts. Not only do they shift things so we can have kind of a double set of turns, but also they make this really not so dangerous, this chocolate spawner. It can only spawn this column and this row because it cannot consume an area that's moving. So let's start by trying to knock out as much frosting as we can, and what I like to do is focus on a particular quadrant if I can manage it. Focusing on this quadrant, trying to take out as much frosting as I can. Now I can't, so let's switch down to here because we already took some of this out. The reason I like to focus on one area and strike it repeatedly is I need to clear out the frosting as quickly as possible. Where there is no frosting, there is then an opportunity for a candy. Now I could go over here and hit this frosting, but it's just going to get the corner. I'm going to go do this instead, and you see we get this double turn, like I'd said, this double cascade, and that happens because of the conveyor belts. So we're getting very close now to taking out a frosting, and taking out one frosting then increases our chances of making matches and specials. I'm just kind of letting that float around. It's okay if it gets accidentally detonated, but I'd like to try to match it up with a special if I can. So see, now we have more area to make more things. Let's see. I'm not going to concentrate on taking out the jelly at this time. So look, here we go. The jelly, I consider it to be like the chocolate at this point in time. I'm hoping that just incidentally, by the cascades that occur, some of the jelly will be removed. What I like to do is wait until the popcorn is popped, and then I take out the rest of the jelly in my cleanup phase. And speaking of cleanup phase, if you have little fish that you can bring in, they are so helpful reaching places you can't reach. And unlike the color bombs and the striped and wrapped candies, they become part of the candy mix. Sure, you get one in the very beginning, but then you also get them throughout the game. If you're fortunate, you get them quite a bit. And also, not only luck, but some skill is required for that, or at least helps with that, because there's not a lot of orange on the board. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Because the more candies you can cycle through, the quicker the mix gets recycled, and so you can get more fish on. I'm not liking my choices here. I'm not liking my lack of orange. If I'm going to pair this up, I want more orange. That's a little bit better. More that can strike against the popcorn. Yeah, I like it better now. By the time I'm at about 13, 15 moves, I like to have most of the popcorn popped so that I can concentrate on that cleanup phase. We'll see how that goes. I think I might bring this down into the fray here. This is always fun. Now this isn't necessarily the best move. If I could pair this with a striped candy, I probably would. So, but it does take out a layer of everything, and on this level that's not so bad. And I think these are ready to open up, so I think I will do that this time. It's going to take everything out, but color bombs beget color bombs. Normally I don't focus on the upper quadrants at this point. I focus on the lower ones because then cascading can occur. Now I really want to match these up, so I'm going to see if I can wait and allow that to happen. I feel like taking this out. I think I'm going to, and the reason is I could probably still match those up. Nope, couldn't, didn't, disappeared. Well, so I learned. All right, let's see. Still have 2 color bombs on the board. Still have a strong opportunity to match things up. Like to get into these corners as best I can. Here we go. Look at that. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out all of the orange. It's going to have a little detonation celebration. I'm hoping that it'll leave this intact for me. Haha. Okay, so now we have this, and I tell you what, on a level that's been giving you difficulties, if you get down to your last or your penultimate turn and you haven't been able to take everything out, I would seriously consider using a lolly hammer or something. I'm going to take out all red. In 3 moves, I don't think I can match that with a special, but taking out one color concentrates all the rest of the colors. So that's how I beat level 1256. I hope it works equally well for Eric and for everybody else who's trying it. Don't forget, booster up, baby. Alright, if you want to see more videos, you can always subscribe, and as always, thanks so much for watching.